A top 20 matchup plus former ACC rivals. It's going to be tense and it's going to be highly competitive. In the second half, Juju Reese took over, dominating in points and on the boards. I mean, we have to give some love to the women's team, and I think this is a team Maryland women's basketball fans are going to love.
I kind of got to know who has
No,
the
go ahead.
series
I know you're going to ask the record.
between the
No,
two.
you're going to ask the record, so I'm just going to jump the gun on that because I've been asked this question a number of times.
This past July, Heiss passed away at only 66 years old, a loss truly felt by the Maryland community. I'm here at the McDonald's All-American Games, and so is a future Terp. Five-star Maryland commit Riley Nelson is here in Houston as one of the top 24 high school girls basketball players in the country.
Being a student athlete comes with moments of glory. But it also comes with great sacrifice. Earning a college degree is stressful. Now imagine games, practices, lifting, and team meetings on top of that. Maryland has 63 graduate student athletes doing it all.
I wanted to come here where the academics and the athletics were top-notch.
Maryland does a really, really good job at keeping us locked in on academics.
Well, I love Maryland. I grew up here. This is where I want to play football, and they also have one of the best architecture schools, so this is where I wanted to be.
I think everyone really values you as a human over an athlete.
Doing both can still be overwhelming.
Obviously at moments, especially when we're in season traveling, it's very, very difficult to organize taking midterms, taking exams.
But the drive to pursue both still remains, and their accomplishment doesn't go unnoticed.
The Barry and Mary Gossett Center for Academic and Personal Excellence decided to honor that drive by having all their graduate student athletes wear a patch that reads graduate on their chest every time they play.
When we have a young man who's shooting free throws in Xfinity this season on the basketball team and you see that patch, it's a peek over the fence for the fans to see that, wow, there's a lot more to this student than just playing basketball.
And for the student athletes, it's a true resemblance of their accomplishment.
First generation graduate student in my family, so that means a lot to me, especially from a prestigious university like Vanderbilt, and even just being able to graduate here and get my master's, and I wear it with a lot of pride.
It's been a blessing to see that graduate patch, to know that I accomplished something that me and my family definitely wanted.
For Terrapin Sports Central, I'm Alexa Wootten. Maryland men's basketball, located in a basketball talent hub, the DMV. The DMV is loaded with basketball talent, home to basketball legends from Elgin Baylor to Kevin Durant. Basketball in the DC area is on a national platform. At the center of it all is one of the best high school basketball leagues in the country, the Washington Catholic Athletic Conference.
I'm biased. I think it's the best in the country.
Maryland has a long history of national success and a long history of their biggest stars being local guys.
Dixon coming down from Baltimore is a perfect example. He could have gone anywhere else. He chose to come here. Lonnie Baxter, a local guy as well, stayed here, and all they did was win us a national championship. So it is so important to keep the local guys at home.
Johnny Holiday has called Maryland men's basketball games since 1979, giving him a front row seat to the ups and downs of the program over the past 40-some years.
The DMV pipeline to Maryland has slowed over the past few years, but the program's new staff is focused on restoring the pipeline to its full potential.
Maryland fans always cheer on their DMV guys. From Len Bias to Mello Trimble, they love seeing their hometown heroes in Xfinity Center and have been calling for more to come. Since being named head coach of the program, Kevin Willard has answered those calls, bringing more and more DMV recruits to the Terrapins roster.
We are going to bring the swag back to Maryland basketball.
For the 2023 recruiting class, Willard and staff have already brought in 2 WCAC guys, Jamie Kaiser Jr. and Deshaun Harris-Smith. As well, Willard's staff has committed Baltimore native Jonathan Lamoth, who plays for DMV local AAU team, Team Durant. Not to mention, the new staff has opened a door that has been closed for over 20 years, DeMatha. A national powerhouse in high school basketball, the school sits right in UMD's backyard, only 7 minutes down the road. Yet, until Willard and staff brought in DeMatha alum and Charlotte transfer Jameer Young, the Terps hadn't seen a DeMatha commit in 21 years. So, how did Willard do it? He chose the right team to lead with him. 2 of Willard's assistant coaches, David Cox and Tony Skinn, are DMV natives themselves.
You have local coaches who went to high school here, They know all the AAU guys, they know all the high school coaches. It's a major, major plus.
For many years, big programs across the nation have been poaching DMV talent right out of Maryland's backyard. Cox and Skin aren't looking for that to be the case anymore.
If you look at the last couple of national championships, with the exception of, Baylor, you've had one or two DMV kids on those national championships, so the pedigree is definitely there. People come from all over the country to come to the DMV and come take our guys, and we're not going to get everybody. We can't recruit everybody, but the ones that we do think fit the program, we're going to recruit them as hard as we can.
This area is flooded with talent, so we're able to be around a lot of talent. But choosing the right individuals is going to be paramount to our success.
For Terrapin Sports Central, I'm Alexa Wootten.
You now know the history of DMV basketball at Maryland and how the new coaching staff is bringing it back. But let's now look at why the DMV is surging with talent. Here's Maryland, and right in its whole backyard is the WCAC, one of the best high school basketball leagues in the country. What makes this league so talented is its competitiveness. You have basketball powerhouses DeMatha, Gonzaga, Paul VI, O'Connell, St. John's, all competing against one another. That, paired with the talent and unmatched coaching, prepares these players to play anywhere, especially a conference like the Big Ten, which is also highly competitive and filled with an overwhelming amount of talent. And we saw firsthand Friday night how that WCAC talent translates into Big Ten play.
I mean, if you walk around the building, you kind of see a lot of banners already, so that tells you one thing. That's why a lot of kids want to come here. It's a big winning culture. I mean, that's why they brought Coach Jones in here, because at St. Steve's had a winning culture.
Go, get back!
My name is Mike Jones. I'm the head boys basketball coach here at DeMatha Catholic High School. It's kind of surreal. Well, it was surreal at the time when I got the job. Just unbelievable opportunity for me and my family. But knowing the history that DeMatha has, Mr. Wootten, our Coach Wootten, over the years, the president that he set, it's just been phenomenal. Then Coach Jones after him did a great job as well. So I'm just feel happy and privileged to be the third coach in DeMatha history.
Got it. Turn and go, turn and go, turn and go.
The IEC is a very good league, but the WCC is something totally different. You have great coaches throughout. Not to say the IEC coaches wasn't great, but here the talent pool is super high. The coaches, know what they're doing. Is going to be, something that we have to prepare for and just be really diligent about doing our work and making sure that our players are prepared each and every night we step out on the court. I look at it as an opportunity. I really don't look at it as pressure. It's just a great, phenomenal opportunity for me and my coaching staff to really kind of prove, that we belong in this league and that we're going to have the teams that compete on a night-to-night basis. And, obviously you want to have a perfect season, but we know we're going to face some really good teams, some really good opponents. So it's just going to be an opportunity for us just to kind of, see what we can do year one and just continue to build on that.
I think Mike is going to do an amazing job here, also with the staff that's been here and ingratiating those two things with the culture that's been here. I think we're going to have an opportunity to do something special.
6, 5, 4, 3,